All right. So, last session, did some paperwork, found out y'all got kidnapped, and set up or continue to try to solve the mystery of answering those questions. Ben, I have some further information for you because I did some thinking.
Okay.
So, first off, when you were looking at the licenses of other people, you did not find any licenses of the anti-party because they were all did a license to pretend to be somebody else while filing them out.
Okay.
But some unique licenses to each person. See if this shows up. There you go.
Okay. License to own undead servants. Is the anti-party branching out? I don't remember any necromancers.
Well, there is that one lady that got killed like twice.
Mm-hmm.
Which lady?
The paladin.
Yeah. I think she got hit with a rock and fell into an acid pool or something.
So Can you explain more?
Well,
Volk, why don't you roll a knowledge religion check while Dakota explains.
well, if I recall from my foggy memory, I think she was there when I was prisoner with the two brain dead people, and I think Nyla was whipping rocks at people, and then maybe Gial pushed her into an acid pool or something. I don't even know if it was an acid pool, but something happened to her, and I think she got disintegrated again. Thought that was the end of the line, but maybe not.
What was her name?
I don't know.
So was that the first time meeting her?
No, that was the second time we killed her. I didn't know her name the first time we killed her because she showed up for one session, got killed, and then the anti-party left us alone or something like that.
All right, Ben. Based on the fact, assuming that it's the same person and the fact that they're not affected by acid and they keep coming back, they have a good chance of being a revenant.
Oh, damn it.
Which
I'm not one of
is
those kind of paladins.
which is an undead which has basically tied its existence to punishing those involved in its death.
Christ.
But it has a time limit on how long the soul can be bound to the body.
Okay. Do I know? Does it vary on the Revenant?
It varies in terms of the cause as well as the strength of the soul involved, but typically about a year.
Okay.
You would pretty much know everybody in this party at this point, except for Petra and Simba, have been at one point or another involved in her death.
Whoa! What did I do?
She showed up during the assassins.
Oh, did she? I'll be honest.
Yes.
I do not remember her. So is she part of the Mistress of Pain? A paladin of the Mistress of Pain?
Yes, everybody seems to forget that she exists, but yes, she would have been a
This isn't to be
someone who
confused with
worships
the good
goddess of
paladin
pain.
that the party has killed.
Correct.
No.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, so much for negotiations. Okay. Undead servants. License to torture. License to poison. Nobody drink or eat anything that hasn't been prepared by Petra. Okay.
Well, I mean, I immune to poison, and I'm pretty sure isn't Texas Red also like immune, or is he just
Texas Red, because he's a devil, is immune to being poisoned.
yeah?
What if it's devil poison?
Then I guess I'm dead.
I'm
Good
looking
luck.
out for you. Okay. I mean, we have our disguises. We have 8 hours. We have a 1/3 mile area to search.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Oh,
a bit more.
half mile.
How hard could it be to locate a bunch of idiot adventurers?
Well, a goblin and an imp is what we're looking for.
Well, they were in the bag. So,
Yeah, but we don't know if they're still being in the bag right now.
right, I imagine the anti-party took them to a room, took them out of the bag, and then tortured them.
Mm-hmm.
So nobody would have seen them. But somebody, probably an innkeep, if paid properly, probably has seen us.
Mm-hmm.
Or the anti-party version of us.
Yeah, which
We have 15 soul coins.
we can ask innkeeps if they've seen people that match our descriptions.
And we can also put out a request among the information network.
Mm-hmm.
We should be clear of spies. The invisible imps guarding us should hopefully still be guarding us. And, anybody have any further questions? And if I do
Should we
remember
split up?
correctly, we still... I mean, is there any reason to?
Covers more ground faster.
But how are we supposed to maintain contact with one another? We all look the same.
If I remember correctly, I don't think the seeming spell had been cast yet. I don't know if you had disguises put up on yourself.
I thought it was like just cast at the very end of the thing.
Yeah, I
yeah,
thought
it was like right before you guys got casted it, because
Okay.
I don't think I remember assigning shapes to any of you.
I thought we decided on shoot, which type of Barb Devil, I believe. It was one below Texas Red, because it was like average height of 6 to 7 feet.
Mm-hmm.
Bearded?
Yeah, bearded devils. I knew it started with a B.
All right. Yeah. If you guys all want to be bearded devils,
Sure.
Okay,
all right. You have the form of bearded devils.
excellent. And of course, we'll leave through an alternative exit. Hopefully.
Let me
Well-
see. Unfortunately, due to the majority of the way these buildings are made, which is carved into the side of this iceberg, there is not really a secondary exit.
Well, it was worth a shot. Then let's hope the imps did their job. And I guess we'll walk out of the shop and make our way to the green zone, I suppose. Do you think we should be looking into the inn, or do we want to try the information network first?
Send out to the information network first. That way they can get their feelers out while we go to the inns.
Okay. All right. Let's go to an imp bar. Oh, did
Alright.
Petra have any licenses?
Petra did not have any licenses other than the ones that you might have given her.
Okay.
Which I'm not sure if you gave her any licenses.
Well, I'm saying like the anti-party didn't request any licenses for her.
No.
Excellent.
Speaking of which, do we have any idea who could have turned into Nyla?
I mean, there's only 4 people that are being impersonated right now.
Because Nyla was one of them, because they saw a giant snake-like creature who described Nyla.
Yeah, and there's 4 of the anti-party.
But who has the capability of shapeshifting other than?
I think it'd only be the Oni.
Oh, what is
Well,
only?
Streaming
Sereth,
wouldn't work.
Also has magic and stuff, so I wouldn't put it past him to be able to cast some sort of basically the spell that was just cast on us.
No,
or
seeming
something
only
similar.
changes only lets you grow like a foot. So the 20 additional feet that belongs to Schrodinger's Nyla, it wouldn't be
I
possible
thought that was
to.
disguise self.
Nope. I don't know. I don't remember. Can I look that up? Is that information I would have, Brian?
I can give that to you. Just give me a second to open up the spell. All right. Here you go. It's posted in voice.
Now maybe he could cast like Major Illusion on a party member and do it that way, but I'm not sure exactly how it works. My best bet is the Oni right now.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, the Oni can change its form anytime, so.
Yeah. And we have only seen one at a time. Like, if they did have seeming, they could just make everybody else. Because Uzralos already looks like Texas Red, and Sereth and Philippe are already the same body type as myself and Volk. And so Adeline would probably look like Nyla then.
Does it really matter? I mean,
I just want to know in case we have another enemy that we're dealing with that we're unaware.
right now, I think basic anti-party plus Paladin.
Yeah. Well, Paladin is basically a part of the anti-party.
Right, but we haven't fought them together before,
Mm-hmm.
I don't believe.
I mean, we have a
And-
couple of times, but the Paladin keeps coming back. Like, she keeps dying, but she keeps coming back.
Alright. But let's get this, Ooh. Okay, let's get this this information net request sent out.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And once again, what is the information? you're trying
It'll
to send?
be a request to look for us essentially, and report back us or the anti-party, and report back to report the location of where they're staying at,
To us
and you can
bearded
report to
devils.
one of the inns will be one of the inns we passed on the way here. That'll be our new base of operations right now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you're basically sending a look out for these people, report back here.
Try to find an inn right on the edge of the green zone.
And to be stealthy about it, of course. And I will offer 3 soul coins for this job.
To whoever brings the information back, or just in general?
2 soul coins to whoever brings the information back.
All right.
Of their current location.
No, their current residence.
Okay, yeah.
1 soul coin
Well, because we
for
don't
whoever
want
spots their current location.
we don't want if somebody already knows our current residence, they might bring our current residence, which is in 2.
Wow. it's a risk we're going to have to take.
All right.
I imagine the I don't know. I just hope it doesn't happen like that. So, okay, the information request has been put out. Oops.
Right. Information has been put out.
Then, I think we should have a crew, and it can just be one person who waits at the inn. Well, I think we should do groups of 2. So if one person, wait, we have 2, 3, 4 party members, because GL's not here, and do we want to have one person wait at the, or 2 people wait at the inn for information? Hopefully one person with a devil mask who can teleport, or who can communicate.
Can't we only communicate within like 60 feet of each other?
That was 100 feet.
It's different for Dakota. Also, it is only for those who have the masks.
Right.
So that would only be Damien, and Dakota has an innate ability to talk telepathy or telepathically.
Awesome.
Okay. I don't know, with the imps, it's too late for that, but we already have a location. So my idea right now is to send 2 people out to ask the innkeeps and get information from them, and see if we can't figure it out that way. And then 2 people wait back when either group finds information. Either the... So if we have... So say we're staying at an inn right there. So if the party goes out like that, just say like a vector like that, and then comes back, and then goes out like that, and comes back. Or is there a main road in this alley or in this section, or is it kind of all cobbled together?
It's a terrible map, so there are several roads going through there because there are several different levels going through there.
Okay.
This is only a top-down view of the side of a highly mountainous area.
Do we split the party to possibly save more time, or do we all just go together? What are people's opinions?
I say we stay together.
Texas?
Doesn't make a difference to me.
All right, then we'll stick together. So let's start searching. We'll let the innkeep at the... no, never mind. We'll just start asking inns if they have seen the group of adventurers we're looking for.
Mhm.
And we will provide payment upon information received. And of course, we will ask in Infernal. Because I am totally a devil, and I know how Infernal works.
Very good. Very good. Excellent.
I am so sorry. I'm distracted because some of my documents have gone missing, which is excellent.
It was I, the rogue. I
Anyway, I'm
stole
sorry.
it.
Can you repeat that?
Don't worry about it.
All right. In which case, you are. So how are you guys splitting yourselves up?
We're not.
No, you're not? All right.
We're not.
So let's say that there are 5 levels. Which level are you choosing?
Texas Red, if you were a villain, I'm sorry. If you were a devil who hated you, which level would you be at?
Um, hmm. The one. I don't know.
Can I roll an insight check into Sareth's mind to see which level he would go to? I feel like he
The
would go to the
furthest down.
highest level because he's a bit of a megalomaniac.
Sure.
It's worth a shot.
I'd go
7.
2 or 3.
7. All right. Well, if you was Sareth and you hated yourself, then clearly you would be in an advantageous location because you are intelligent.
Ah, yes, the smart man.
I would say
I'm saying
probably
we
either 2 or 4. That way you have different escape routes. 'Cause if you're at 1 or 5, then you can only go one way. And 3 just seems too much in the middle.
Yeah, but when have we ever, pulled one over on the anti-party? Wouldn't they be super arrogant?
They're not super arrogant. That's why they always win.
I think we suck, and that's why they always win, but...
I agree with Volk there.
Let's start with 5 and work our way down.
See, I would go to the lowest one first. Because Volk is meticulous. Would try and check everything.
We're on the
But
first layer right now, right?
On the flip side, Texas Red is a hothead who just goes with whatever the fuck and would obviously start at the bottom because that'd be the exact opposite of what Volk wants to do. So therefore, the middle layer.
Alright, it makes just enough sense to not make sense. Layer 3 it is.
Hey, we can't think like we normally do, Volk. We would never compromise.
That is
Think
correct.
about it. We would never split the difference.
All right, so you're gonna search level 3.
Yes. Oh God.
All right. So you begin walking through the streets of level 3. How are you walking?
Like a mob.
With
You know.
swagger.
We are devils.
We should
All
probably
right.
split
Like
off
a
into
mob
pairs.
in a swaggerous manner.
We're the rats. How bearded devils normally walk. Like a bunch of goons. Bunch of peons.
All right. So yes, you will be walking with swagger.
Can we do a perception check to see if we're being followed?
And can we please?
I mean, technically
Absolutely.
And
we
can we
should be
please pair
getting
off?
followed.
Like split into pairs so we're not in just like a mob of bearded devils.
I mean,
So I feel like that's kind of super obvious. Just a random bunch of bearded devils walking down the road.
bearded devils are pretty weak, so wouldn't they gang up to survive? It's basic ecology.
They're stronger than many.
But I mean, this is Stygia, right? Devils here are pretty... Isn't the base devil like an ice devil or something?
It's an imp, like everywhere else.
But it's an ice imp.
Yes, and I assume that we are icy bearded devils.
I didn't realize that was an option.
That was not an option.
Okay.
If there's no icy bearded devils, then why are we bearded devils? We'll stick out like a sore thumb.
Because I assumed there were devils everywhere, and it was the regular... It was the closest size for all of us.
So with that 23, do I find anything following us?
With the 23, you do not find anything following you.
I shall let Damien know that right now we don't need to worry about splitting up. There's nothing that seems to be following us.
Were you able to even see the imps that are following us that we hired to follow us? Because if you can't even see them, then I wouldn't. No
They
offense, but
could
I wouldn't
technically
exactly
be
trust
following
your...
the anti-party right now. And then actually they could ambush the imps that we hired to search for us. Man, this is a whole mess. This hurts my brain. I want to... Can we just hit things with hammers? I miss combat one day. Oh, we're so close. But Brian, as a caveat to Damien's point, how common are bearded devils in this city?
So, I think I've said it several times, but I can type it up just so that you guys have a.
I'm sure you have, and I'm sure we have forgotten.
No, it is fine. I'm just typing it up so that I don't have to repeat this. So majority of the population are imps, as is the usual everywhere else. And by the majority, I mean like 25% of the population are imps. You got yourself like about 10% spine devils.
No.
You got yourself like 5% bearded.
Okay.
And then the remaining 60% are basically there's like 2% to fewer of different forms of devils. And I'm not quite sure if the math catches on that.
So regular bearded devils are not all that uncommon.
They're not completely uncommon, no.
Okay.
Yeah. See, worried about nothing. I told you my plan has no flaws. So let's start the inn investigation.
All right, so you are moving down the street. How are you checking for the anti-party?
We will, I suppose, just like regular tavern goers, enter the tavern, approach the Devil Bar Keep, say we have a request, and we have payment ready. And then should they prove to have the information we seek, we will compensate them accordingly. And of course, we will compensate them to keep this under wraps.
Sorry, you're trying to keep. What's in it for me?
We could pay for that room we rented a while back. I'm sure the surcharge was something fierce.
Roll me persuasion.
Oh, I will happily roll you below a 10. I clicked it. Okay, never mind. 24.
All right, so what are you trying to find specifically?
Band of adventurers. They are a paladin of Helm with a silly-looking hat. A barb devil, right? That's what Texas Red is? With a silly hat. A horrendous monk-looking sensate with shifter qualities. That's what you are. That's what it is. And possibly a... Trying to remember what... Oh, it's a tiefling.
No
No.
tiefling.
They
They
have a giant
I'm thinking they
lamia.
could have changed themselves after they've been investigating us. They could have gotten rid of Nyla.
We'll ask if they see Nyla too.
All right.
Mutated
And-
lamia, pale tiefling, half lion man with wings, barbed devil with a black hat and a armored paladin with a feather in his hat. 3 feathers
Multiple
in his
feathers.
head.
How much are you paying this guy?
What was the going rate for rooms? I believe it was like 8 gold or something.
It was probably 8 gold because of the number of people you had.
Yeah. So like 30 gold for the room overcharge. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Well, as he slides the coins over to his sides, out of your reach. I don't have anybody like that in my place, but I can say I've heard rumors of strangers walking around here.
Anything else you would like to provide us?
Well, you know what they say here in Stygia. Information isn't cheap.
Ah, how could I forget about the food provided? And I will slide another 30 gold.
I hear that they've kind of been seen moving around suspiciously, as if looking for something, and kind of moving about in pairs around these parts.
Can I roll an insight to see if he's talking about us or the actual party or the
Sure.
anti-party?
Well, wouldn't we remember? We haven't been traveling in pairs. We've been traveling
We-
in one group.
We have been traveling in pairs a little bit.
The only time we ever traveled in pair was
Right at the beginning.
right at the beginning, and that was only for like less than an hour.
Hence the insight.
But yeah, I've seen I think I might have seen one of them myself traveling past this place. But yes, there's been plenty of strange activity coming from them. I've even heard that some of them have been spreading rumors that there's actually duplicates of them. Some kind of weird doppelganger situation. As if this place can't get any weirder, right?
Evil laugh, evil laugh.
Which group is the weird group? And which group is the real group?
Like I care.
It doesn't matter.
But no, I haven't seen them too much, so they're probably not on this street.
We thank you for your services. Truly was an excellent inn. And, alright, so they're not in layer 3. Layer 2 then?
From the side, it looked like he had sunglasses.
Group opinions? Alright. Layer 2 it is.
Well, it doesn't mean that they're not on this layer.
You just
right?
said you just said he hadn't seen them on this layer. The innkeep would have a pretty good idea
On this
of
road.
who.
Just on this
I say we
road.
try layer 4.
Okay. We shall try layer 4 then.
Here we go.
So once again, same thing, walk into an inn. Same thing as before.
Mm-hmm.
Ask about the party. Us, I suppose. And plus Nyla. And see if they have any information. While also vaguely alluding at a bribe.
Exactly.
What's got you so interested in these travelers?
Certain somebody is paying highly for information on them.
Really now? You wouldn't have happened to have caught the price on their heads?
Hmm? Price, you say?
Well, you were saying someone's willing to pay money for information.
Well, that is strictly need to know information. Now, do you have information I need to know?
It depends on what amount of a cut I'd get out of sharing this.
Bro,
I can give you the upfront little. I can give you a taste of how much we receive, and I will slide
does this have fate?
2 soul coins onto the table.
Roll me persuasion.
You are fucking.
27.
All right, somehow just giving this guy 2 soul coins and saying that's just a taste of how much you can make off of this job convinces this guy to not screw you over.
Excellent.
Well, I think I've seen some strangers moving about. One of them, avernus machines, you know? Big loud things, scream all the time.
We are aware.
Yeah, they were in like, you know, two small vehicles.
Damn.
I'm sorry, is that not good enough information for you?
That was out of character. Sorry.
I have not personally seen a lot about them, but I have heard some things.
Have you heard any other machines in this area? Those avernus machines are not quiet.
Nothing like the infernal machines now.
Okay. Should your information prove worthwhile, we shall be in touch.
Sure.
And we will exit. Okay. So they haven't heard anything of infernal machines on the 4th level. Brian, are these infernal machines are extremely loud, correct?
They make a screaming noise that surrounds. Or sorry, when you toss a soul coin in there, the soul inside screams as it burns as fuel. So it basically makes like a 60-foot radius noise constantly.
Well, this guy hasn't even. He's only aware of the original vehicles. Gotta be here somewhere. Do we want to search another level?
Why don't we just walk in pairs, 2 people down 5 and 2 people down 4 to listen for the infernal
if we
war
only
machines?
heard of the vehicle on 4, right? We're on 4, right?
They heard of our vehicles, our 2 vehicles.
Oh, just ours?
Yeah, they haven't heard of the other one, the spider legs.
Okay, so that means
Well, that one screams too.
say we're
though.
going off of vehicles and it's not on 3 and it's not on 4. They're on. Yeah, I guess.
There's screams too. There's still an infernal war machine with the soul.
Yeah,
Devourer.
I asked if he had seen in the other, and he said no.
Did
He'd only seen the 2.
Did he say that they were both with wheels?
He did not, but he said he saw 2 vehicles, and we know the anti-party only has one.
The last time we saw them, they had 1.
Right.
Yeah, the last time we saw them, they had 1. They have more people now, though.
All right. I can go back. I'll go back in and ask. And one last final thing: the screaming you heard. Did you happen to get a look at what the vehicles look like?
Well, they were kind of like carriages, the smaller breed, the smaller kind,
Of course.
Okay, so that's ours.
Yes. All right, and then I'll say something cryptic and promising and leave again. Okay. So that's ours. Level 1?
Wait, so we went to 3, then we went to 4. Now we're going to 1?
Yes.
Yeah, sure.
I mean, if you feel really strongly about 5, we can check 5. Otherwise, we can just keep jumping around. We have 3 left.
Mm-hmm. I
May as well go
I
to-
feel like this is also the fact that we're, looking at inns and not wandering the streets ourselves.
I mean, it is a half-mile square area. What do you think we have decent chances of finding something? Oh, let's check back at the inn we're staying in, or the information inn where we told the imps to meet us. Are there any imps there with information for us?
All right, so let me do some quick maps. All right, so if you go back to there, that's gonna
No,
eat
our
like
inn was here. This one.
Yeah,
Yeah, if no
the
one's
temporary inn.
oh, the inn that you had chosen.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, okay. All right, then that's only gonna eat like half an hour ish out of your time.
Okay.
So it's been about an hour and a half total through your entire 8 hours for seeming, just so you're aware.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you are going to arrive back at the inn, and the innkeeper's immediately going to look up at you and say, "Are you guys the ones interested in hearing about the newcomers?"
probably a dick.
Depends on who's asking.
Well, we got about 40 imps upstairs.
Oh, jeez.
Interesting. All right. Yes, we shall interview them.
All right, and as soon as you enter the room, all the imps turn their heads towards you, and they fly up into your faces and
Oh, yes, sir. We've got information for you. Oh, yeah, we've seen so many things.
All right. I'll try to use my commanding presence to get the imps to form an orderly queue. It'll say, "Silence!" You will all form up, and one by one shall make your report. If your report is deemed unworthy, you shall not be paid and will be subject to punishment. Is this clear? Can I make an intimidation check?
Sure. Texas Red, are you assisting in this?
Sure, I can assist in the intimidation check, but not the harming of imps, apparently.
I mean, you can just...
So you can add or wait, you just get an advantage, right?
Just get
Yeah.
advantage.
Oh, okay.
Unless you want me to. Oh,
I got a 26, so...
okay, I think that works.
All right, the imps immediately drop to the floor and attempt to assemble themselves into a line. And there's a bunch of petty squabbling, as tails definitely count as holding a place in line for other people. And of course, my knife was there first. But eventually they form something that resembles a line made by kindergartners.
Okay. Can I, if this was an Excel spreadsheet, can I filter them by order of priority?
Roll me, you know what? Group insight check.
Yay! Group insight.
Everybody roll me an insight check.
7.
Seven. Super
7, 7,
insightful
15,
today.
15.
All right, so total of 44. Which is unfortunately less than what I needed to find the good information. So you find a lot of... You're listening to a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
And for most of these, you can filter out, oh, yep, that was us, that was us. That was us. That was us. You say that you saw them moving crates, huh? That's a little suspicious. You know, very vague and not really handy. And you get it down to about 20 of them. So you got about half of them out.
Okay. All right. Can I apply another filter to the imps?
Sure. What else are you trying to? What are the criteria that you're trying to give?
When?
Yes. When? Filtered by most recent, and filtered by.
Can't you just filter by Nyla?
Yeah, filtered by Nyla.
Sure. If you filter by imps who have stories about a long snake, you actually narrow it down quite a lot, down to 3 of them.
Yeah, we saw them. I saw them. They were in like a big vehicle, and they came over on the docks, and they moved onto the land, which was weird because normally you don't see vehicles that could go from the water onto the land, and then it moved to the streets, and then I kind of got busy because I have other things to do, but I saw them.
How long ago?
And he starts pulling out fingers.
Like 4
days, weeks, months?
Days.
Okay.
4 days.
But I did seize them.
And what did the other imps say?
Well,
The other
I
two?
saw them more recently, and it was a few days ago. It was 2 days, and they were, and the big snake was moving around in all kind of weird. It was on like, it was moving around kind of suspiciously, like as if it was looking for something. It was actually not too far from the docks though.
Where are the docks at? On this lovely map here?
The docks would be on the coast.
Just all over?
Would be mostly in this area right here.
We should have checked the first layer. Well, what can you do? All right.
Oh yeah? Well, I saw them more recently than that. And they was moving towards the governor's building.
Interesting.
When?
When? Yesterday.
Can I do an insight checks?
Sure.
I just want to know if they're actually just trying to beat out each other or that they're being truthful.
Well, I mean, we do
definitely
know
both.
They went to the governor's buildings yesterday.
Shall we apply a new filter?
Yes. Did any of them claim to know the location where they're staying at? And
Cody, you can drop it and swim off.
be honest about it.
I'm going to need a purse. I'm gonna need another group insight check.
Can we get like a specific location of where the last one saw them walking through? Like which direction?
I think I knows where they is though. Yeah. See, when they was on the docks, and I saw them 2 days ago, they was coming out of a building of an inn. That's why my information is better than your information.
And tell us why.
Because I knows where they was coming from.
And do say?
And you're sure that they're staying at this inn and that they weren't just looking for information at this inn.
And the imp slowly, quietly mutters something under its breath.
Yes, of course it was. They were living there. Yep.
I believe we're missing one person's insight. Damien, your insight's
No,
Sorry,
I was
I
just
didn't
doing
know.
an insight on that very last one. Like, yes, of course, I know, I'm sure that they're there. So I feel like that wasn't a honest
This
one.
imp is not sure.
Texas Red, do you want to roll your
Oh.
insight?
No, not really.
Anyone with a red hat or like a white hat?
Where did my character sheet go? Oh, it's overlaid. Oops.
Alright, does this group insight tell us anything? It's much better than the last one.
Ignore my 21
It's-
though.
Almost like there's a vacuum of imps that know exactly where they are. You would think that since there's so many imps around here, that some of them would be working at whatever place they're staying at.
But there aren't any.
But yeah, if you don't get them far enough away from the ship, it does like this.
Would we be able to find out where... do these imps know the ones, like, the information network is a close, tight ring. Do they know the other imps
Is
working
the door
for
open for Kodok to go outside?
the place that they might be staying at, which are being sucked away? Is that information we could obtain, or would that be a too much?
Maybe. But you have like 40 imps in this room, and that's, there are way more imps than that in this place.
It's like, that's like half of an infernal swarm.
Ooh.
Okay. So right now, our current lead is there somewhere on the dock area, and have been seen entering the governor building. It hasn't been a full day yet, so the governor's information shouldn't be ready. Correct?
There's another mermaid in the water.
I would say so, yeah.
Okay. So, let us... Alright, I will address the imp crowd. I will say, imps, your compatriots who are being silenced by this group, I need to know where they were. Can anyone provide me that information? There is no way the highly reputable information network does not have the information I seek in the layer of Stygia. Are you worth your salt as spies? Or are you too incompetent to succeed in this task? Can I roll persuasion?
Roll me a persuasion check with disadvantage.
Okay. Can I get assistance from somebody?
It is a rousing speech, but that's asking a lot of work for these imps. And quite honestly, you're gonna have to spend some effort convincing them to do something for you. For free, I mean.
Alright. Alright. Can I get assistance from the group, or is that too much?
I can't assist you.
I don't know.
I'm gonna
how
say
I
it's
would
your
help.
speech.
Alright, that's fair. Good luck. 11. Damn it.
40 tiny little hands raise up to the skies in a give me manner.
It's not. Well, it's worth a shot.
They want money, Chief.
I'm gonna die here.
Don't we all?
They'll do it for money.
Or they do it for the best meal of their lives. Wink, wink. Petra, wink, wink.
I don't have any biscuits at this moment.
Of course. Well,
I thought you were just cooking for like multiple days. How do you not have biscuits?
Because I was cooking for the inn, not for my own personal biscuits.
this guy doesn't have time to make biscuits.
Ugh.
How long would it take? How long would it take you to make up a meal for 40 imps?
I would have to convince the innkeeper to allow me to feed 40 imps, which would be difficult, but we might need to spend some money. And I could probably whip up. I could only whip up 4 biscuits in a time of 1 moment.
Well, it wouldn't have to be a biscuit. It could be just like a meal for 40 imps, which I assume would be like a meal for 4 people.
A meal for 4 people, 40 imps, no problem. Get it done in about
Yeah,
1 hour.
Cody got one of those too.
1 hour.
I think
One
it'd probably
hour.
be close to a meal for 5 people.
Don't worry, I fed hundreds of imps before in the past.
All right.
40
Out of
imps,
character, is this worth it? Do we think this is worth it? Yes or no?
Maybe.
Hmm.
It's
I
an
should
hour.
remind you guys that this is day 2. You did take a short rest yesterday.
2 more sirens.
Oh, that's right. Well, I thought that was only. So we got here. God, I wish I had like an hour clock going.
No, this is day 2 because Petra went and cooked. You guys went and got information.
Yes, I believe that was. Yeah. Did we
So
put it in
you
party notes.
can.
Oh,
It is under scheduling.
Okay.
Is a
That's good.
document in here.
I'm dead.
Because also it had changed days, and you guys all had to do a corruption roll.
Okay.
Someone blew up.
So the information from the governors is also available, and the seeker.
Seeker. Oh,
Lost the shit.
I wish I could say it changes things, but
I'm just
So-
reminding you that this is basically your last day.
right. All right. Well.
Volk, do you have any idea of any gods or goddesses that would be chaotic or neutral good? That would watch
I mean-
over people who died in violent deaths, or shifters, or nomadic tribes.
Can I make a religion check? I assume there's quite a long list.
So what happened? You tried to grapple it?
You don't need to do a religion check to know that it's quite a long list.
Okay. Well, more specifically, I know it's a long list. Can I get it? Can I get that long list with a religion check?
It better be a damn good one.
Well, it will not be. It's a 5.
There's so many.
Damien, I believe you're gonna have to look into the. We'd have to look into the governors for that.
Ah.
All right. Anyway, the horde of ravenous imps. It's the meal of your lives. You don't have to give us the. Talking to myself here. Thinking. All right. I think.
So- What do you want the imps to do exactly? I just want to know that.
I want them to give us the name and where their compatriots are working that aren't reporting to this job. They can give us that, but it's going to be a really difficult thing to do.
Just offer them a soul coin.
We can't pay 40 imps 1 soul coin.
No, you.
And we don't have that many soul coins that we can just give out willy-nilly.
Yes. I've been playing pretty loose with the soul coins because it is our life, but I can't afford. We can't afford this.
All
Okay.
right, I'm gonna let you guys do some strategy thinking. I'm gonna be right back.
Okay.
Okay.
Excellent.
I will give an. Actually.
Okay, we have really 2 options here. We can spend an hour for Petra to cook these imps a dish. Hopefully the cooking roll is good enough and they give us the information. and then we get hopefully the location from the imps.
Do you
Alternatively,
think we'll get into an encounter with the anti-party today?
yes, it's likely.
We might start one, but I don't think we'll go through an entire fight.
I
No, I'm asking.
call it
because-
about a 75% chance.
No, I'm asking today, as in like the D&D day, because I just want to know if I'll have time for a short rest. Because I want to know if I can summon my soldiers to help me get advantage on it or not.
You would probably not. If we get the location, chances are they left somebody or something there that we're going to have to fight to rescue Gial and Toru.
If we get
And
the
also save
location,
our
we do
skin.
not want Gial and Torun to stay there being tortured longer than they have to be.
Right. I'm thinking it'll take about the same amount of time whether we get it from the imps or we go searching. I imagine we've kind of narrowed it down to the first level of the the green zone. So what does everybody think? Searching or cooking?
Well,
Why
I'm
can't
gonna
we
say
do both?
cooking.
Okay.
What did Texas Red vote for?
I'm gonna
Cooking.
say cooking. I don't know. I just feel searching like it's a very needle in a haystack.
Yeah, you're right.
But at least we have some sort of idea, though.
And also searching, they have a screaming war machine. It'll be pretty damn easy to find.
Unless they've disguised it.
It still screams. If they put a soul coin in it in the past 3 days, it's screaming. Within
No,
60
that's
feet.
it only screams when the soul coin is being actively devoured.
Yeah, which it is consistently
They could
being
also
devoured.
just cast a silence spell on it or something like that. I'm imagining they've done some magic hand waving, and it's not going to be screaming, because or else everybody would know where it's at. They're not
Fair
stupid
point.
like us.
Yeah, we have. That's why I don't understand what happened.
So yeah, all right. If we're all decided on the cooking, I will convince the imps to stay here,
Oh, maybe.
and hopefully we can persuade them with a
Unless he like tried
lovely
to
little
grab that
cooking
thing
check.
next to it.
I think we should send out some people to go look. Because we're bearded devils right now. They're not looking for bearded devils.
Correct.
Like, I honestly think a couple of us should go out and go look for them. Like, if we see them, we don't have to follow them, but at least if we see them, we know we're in the right area.
Yeah.
It's looking pink. You'll never see it. All right. I just hate splitting the party. I just think it's so risky.
But we wouldn't be doing anything other than just literally just walking around.
I mean, it's still risky. I mean, we've always underestimated the anti-party. I just don't want to give them any freebies. If this cooking doesn't work, then we can still search afterwards.
right.
that?
So what's the plan?
All right, so I'm going to convince the imps to stick around and keep their minds on the information, and I will provide an alternative form of payment, the best meal of their miserable lives. Can I try to hype up the meal that Petra is about to give in order to get the imps
Sure.
to stick around? 26.
A few of the imps narrow their eyes, but the rest of them, their eyes widen with excitement. A few of them start drooling a little bit.
And I will just try to buy time until Petra can prepare us a meal for the imps.
Petra, how long will it take to create this meal?
For a group of 40 M's, not very big. I'd say it'd probably take about an hour.
All right.
Something quick and easy for their little stomachs. And I shall go to the inn. Is this the same inn where I cooked for them from before?
No, this is
No.
different.
Then I will go to the innkeeper.
Remember, you're a bearded devil.
Yep, I understand that.
Okay.
I'm going to ask how many soul coins are we at?
I believe 10-ish.
1 soul coin for 5 meals. That should be fair, right?
Sure.
Mr. Innkeeper, I would like to prepare myself 5 meals. And will 1 soul coin be sufficient, and I get to use your kitchen and your stock?
Roll me a persuasion.
Why are you cooking in my kitchen?
You see, I have a lot of trust issues, and I like to prepare meals myself. How about 2 soul coins? 2 soul coins be sufficient? I care a lot about my food.
I feel like this is a deception. Is that correct?
No, I'm willing to give him. Well, I like to cook my own food, really, especially if I'm giving it to others. I guess I don't know what I'd be deceiving about.
All right, roll me another persuasion, but this is going to be more difficult.
For another soul coin, it's going to be more difficult.
Yeah, you're trying to convince him beyond his already incredulousness, and you're just trying to bump it with more money.
Just let me get this story straight. You're trying to cook in my kitchen because you don't trust my chefs?
I think
You're
I'm
trying to pay me off with 2 soul coins?
I think I am better chef than all your chefs combined. That is no contest. I think I shall make you dish too, so you can taste my wonderful cooking. Is that the challenge you're willing to accept, or you still chicken? Of course, you can watch me work. I have no issue. If you think I'm abusing your kitchen, toss me right out. I do not care.
Where's your
Trust-
cooking license?
My cooking license is not for you to see. Like I said, I am my own personal chef.
All right. Listen, bud. All right. I'm thinking there's a lot of suspicious activity going on here. But you know what? I'm feeling in a generous mood. Provide me with the best darn meal I've ever eaten, and I'll let you go. I'll let you cook in this. I'll let you cook the meals as long as that's part of the offer. If this isn't the best darn meal I've ever eaten, though, I'm going to have to report you.
I would like it no other way, comrade. And I shall go walk into his kitchen and spend a total of 4 blips to automatically pass this check.
think your comrade literally just killed Gary.
That's okay. You killed Philippe. Good job.
I did my job, guys. I would like raise my. I don't know what I would do. But either way, I just want to pass it.
Yeah, all right. What are you guys doing during this hour? I think I've made an accurate timeline as how much time has passed this day. About 8.5 hours have passed if you assume that you went and slept at the beginning of this day.
So is it
meaning that-
tomorrow that the information is ready for us at the governor's?
It's the end of the day. No, it's already ready.
No, it's already ready.
So why don't we go get that?
By the start of tomorrow, you basically need to submit your answers.
Okay, so why don't we go get the information from the governors and the information broker or seeker?
They're gonna
I
give it
guess.
to us while we're disguised.
I mean, you could ask them to look through it. If you look into it,
I should
you can
also add to see how much or show how much time has passed since you've been disguised.
say, I believe it's been 2.5 hours after the meal is done.
Yeah, pretty much. It's been 2.5 hours.
Every minute counts.
A minute.
I'm not really equipped with stuff, Asher.
So yeah.
You can ask them to touch your beard because their hand will go right through it.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Unfortunately, you do remember that part of your agreement with the seeker is you had to show that mark on your hand.
well, I mean, we can get it from the governor, correct? Not the seeker.
You might be able to get it from the governor.
I thought the governors were the ones that we told about the others. Or was it just the seeker?
We told the seeker.
Oh, gotcha.
We told the governors that we were the party with the tiefling.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, unfortunately, both groups are looking for you.
How about
not sure how
nobody
you wanna
looks
handle
for
this.
us?
Ooh, that's a tempting offer. I think I'll accept that one.
I assume no one can cast Dispel Magic.
I can cast a spell magic.
Do you want to Dispel Magic on me specifically, and then I can go in and be like, yo, give me the information, and then get back here?
Not particularly, because then the second you leave, the anti-party will know we're here, most likely.
I am literally the stealthiest out of everybody here.
Correct, but this is the city of spies. Our every move is... Assume every move is being watched.
I have a cloak. That makes me very hard to see.
But not invisible.
Can you cast invisibility on me?
Do I look like a wizard?
No, which is why that was a sarcastic question.
So I gave a sarcastic answer.
So you want to cast Dispel Magic on me or not?
I think we should just
I'm
wait.
literally
Hold
the
off on this.
only
It's just
chance
an
we have
hour.
about getting there and getting back without being seen.
I mean, we could just go there as devils.
Okay, and they won't give us the information because we are not going to be us.
They can use an action to look through it and see it's us. Do they become...
does that
Brian, is it specifically they're aware that it's
an
the target's
illusion?
true form?
Or do
Or
they see
are they
us?
just aware that it's the target is disguised?
I think they become aware that it is an illusion.
Okay. So it doesn't... They can't see through it.
Also, you don't have to use Dispel Magic to get rid of the effect. You can use your action to dismiss it.
Oh, okay.
Then I'll go there disguised as the bearded devil. As soon as I get there, I'll drop it. That
Oh,
way
wait,
it's
wait.
only on the way back that I have the issues. that I
I
even
think
need
it's
to do
talking
stealthy.
about just the spellcaster, but I think I'll allow it so that the targets can go and choose to use an action to dismiss it.
I mean, we could get the information about Torun and them at any time during this hour. I think it'll take you longer than an hour to get there and get the information and get back. And I want to get Torun and Gial as soon as possible. Don't you?
Yes, but we also need to finish these questions.
We still have multiple hours. Brian, how many
Well,
hours
what
roughly do we have
questions
left?
do we have outstanding at this point?
We have my question. We have
I forget. We put these in party notes, right? Yes.
Party notes, yes.
Yes. Okay, Volk. Do you know the lead? You don't know your
No.
leaders were? Okay.
no,
Maximilian. Did we figure that one out?
no.
Okay, we have Gials. That's one. Damien, did we figure that one out?
No, we have no clue.
Nihilus, did we figure that one
No,
out?
we have no clue.
Nope.
Okay, so we have two. We have mine too.
Yeah, and we have 2, which is they have 2.
Yeah. Okay. Just wanted to make sure that we were failing this.
Well, I mean,
Please disregard my comments.
Sorry, we have 2, and we know that they have at least 2.
yes. So the big thing is, how many hours do we have left until the deadline, Brian?
Let's see. It's been 8.5 hours. I can get a calculator out. Because I'm too lazy to do the math in my head. You have 15.5 hours left.
We'll have plenty of time to do this. Knock on wood.
There's only ice.
Wow. Metaphorical wood. Actually, my Warhammer has a wooden handle. Magical wood.
Is it
So-
magical? I thought it was just
Yeah, that's
super
the plus
sharp.
one. Isn't plus one magical?
Mm,
I don't know how
Uh,
magic items.
Yes, because it's not Batorian steel.
okay.
Also, I think at some point, just all of your Batorian steel things just became magical at some point, just because we stopped caring.
That's fair. Okay, so Nyla, get ready Petra, get ready to serve the best food of your life. Now let's get this location, get our companions, get our goods, get our info, and finally get one over on the anti-party. Amen.
All right, so Damien,
Yeah.
you're wandering through the streets by yourself.
No.
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 No?
They said no. They said to wait.
All right, then you guys are waiting an hour. Unless you have something else you want to do during this hour.
I'm
All right,
occupied
I'm gonna
with
take that as a no. In which case, Petra, you spent 4 blips, meaning that you passed.
Damn straight I did.
Yay.
I shall give
Yay.
a sample to the owner of the inn or the barkeep, whoever you want to call it, so that to fulfill my end of the promise.
The devil takes a bite out of it, narrows its eyes, and continues eating, but doesn't say a word.
And I shall. How I prepare the food is although it's 5 portions total, I divided it so that they're really tiny portions for 40 different imps.
And
And I slid them.
literally, you guys blink your eyes, and the meals are gone.
Well, actually, what I'm gonna do is when I bring, the food upstairs. Okay. I shall give the first plate to the imp who is the most skeptical, and watch their reaction.
You're giving the imps their food one by one? Is this what's going on?
I am going to give the most skeptical imp, the one who was like, sounds stupid. Food can't taste good." And I want to see his reaction to get the other imps more pumped, and then I'll give them all of it all at once. If that makes sense.
All right. The imp will eat the food, and
And I'm gonna like look at it like skeptical now about my cooking. Yes. Was it the most delicious food you've ever tasted? Yes.
we'll try to put on a show as if it's not the greatest meal it's eaten in a while, and we'll fail at it.
Mm-hmm. Come, camarades. Each of you go one plate. Now
Hold on.
remember what you doing this for. Yes.
Information first, then food. I imagine the smell of the food is driving some of them quite crazy.
What my camarade said here. You want food? You listen to him and tell him what he wants.
All right. Uh, the imps visibly look like their brains are trying to get started working as they start muttering amongst each other.
Like, well, I mean, normally you'd see a drug off on this, but he's not here, and you'd see this guy here, but no, he's not,
And that one of them pulls out a map, and you're like,
well, he's not there, and then this guy's not there, and my neighbor's not here.
and they start they kind of paint a little map of where they would expect the certain imps to be here, and it seems to be somewhere into this area.
Excellent. Excellent, excellent, excellent. And I'll ask for the name of the inns in that area.
Yeah, there's like 7.
Damn it, 7?
Yeah.
7 inns in a 0.2 mile. What is this, Vegas?
Well, I mean, they're not really that big. Like 2 rooms.
2 rooms only?
Although there is a big one there.
Tell me more.
Oh, it's one of the ones on the coast, right next to like a big like a market.
And
I think it's called something like the Icy Knife.
What
Does
kind of
that
goods
mean
are sold
anything
at
to
the
anyone?
market?
Hmm?
What kind of goods are sold at the market?
Well, there's a bunch. Well, I mean, there's a bunch of resources here in Stygia. Like the Rime Fire ice. You got some Stygian ice. Then there's like rare goods here in Stygia, like wood and rocks,
ooh,
and even sometimes there's a body.
A what? Sorry.
A body, So it's for the golems.
flesh golems.
No. Ice golems.
Oh.
It's like a big golem that's been built around like a body, and like they animate it and everything. They're not really common.
Is the body typically dead?
Well, yeah. I mean, if it was a live person, they wouldn't really be able to survive long in the ice anyway.
Well, you never know. If it's like an ice person. Okay. All right, I believe we have our I would believe we have our our lead. The imps may now partake in the meal.
And like 5 minutes later, there's just a bunch. There's 40, or sorry, there's 39 imps lying flat on the ground with extended bellies.
We certainly have no time to lose. I have an idea of how to detect the party, our quarry. And it starts with a little detect magic, which I will cast once we get to the inn.
Oh boy.
Right?
The Doombringer's back.
Philippe's not in here yet. We haven't encountered him. You can leave again.
I'm good.
All right. So, where are you headed?
We'll go to the icy knife.
All right, you're going to the icy knife.
I prefer the fiery spoon.
The icy knife is
That's their sister branch.
just as the imp said. It's carved out of the glacier, right, or the iceberg near the port, right next to the market. The market, while called a market, is pretty empty, but that's mostly because they're for all the attempt that Stygia has put on to make this place seem to be, or that like Levistus has put up to make Tantlin seem like a bustling place. It's not too much goings on here, not too many travelers or uh any kind of distant traders. So really going on here is more local business. So it's just seems to be groups of people moving different types of ice from other locations on Stygia over here. You do not see any bodies for sale on the market. There's about 30 people total in this market. The icy knife does not seem to have a lot of traffic going in and out either. Although with your disguises, you're probably not going to be immediately discovered.
Okay. All right. So when we get to the outside of the icy knife, can I cast detect magic to see if I can't find and locate something vehicle shaped? Well, first of all, let's look around to see if
What is
if
the
our old
radius detect magic works
it is
in?
30 feet. So, but it lasts 10 minutes. So
All
I would
right.
like to search around.
30 feet. You will you move up and down the street. You do detect magic items. There seems to be several in the icy knife. You do not detect or hear your vehicle.
Damn.
Actually, roll a perception check.
Do you detect a glaive?
Let me see what the spell says actually.
Unfortunately, Volk, your image is incorrect. Remember that this is the stick. This is the Styx. There are no sea serpents here.
Rats.
Roll me a perception check.
Okay.
Sorry.
17.
All right. 17.
Yes.
You don't detect anything, but over the sound of the water hitting the shore and the lightning striking overhead, you swear you can hear the sound of screaming coming from under the water.
Under the Styx water?
Mm-hmm.
Ugh. God. Damn it. Can I roll a Arcana check to see what could be able to do this?
Sure.
14.
Well, it seems to be pretty common that devil-made machines, or sorry, devil machines that are powered by souls tend to make this screaming noise.
Right. I meant like what could allow it to be submerged and allow transport through the Styx water?
If it is your vehicle, nothing directly about the vehicle prevents it from being sunk.
How?
Yep, see ya.
What
Can
makes
grab
you
the pizza?
immune to Styx water? Or is it like a submarine?
Yep.
Are they in a
No,
submarine base?
no, they're not on the vehicle.
What if they turned it into a submarine?
They just dump the vehicle into the river to be picked up later.
Is this from Chicago?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Are there Mezzoloths at the harbor here?
Are there Mezzoloths? There are 2.
Okay. Just an idea for later. Well,
There do not
Weren't there
seem to
2
be...
Mezzoloths left over from our fight on the train?
No, you definitely pushed them all back to Gehenna.
No.
oh, sorry. Like, who are the people who guide the Styx?
Oh,
River?
Morenoloths.
Morenoloths, sorry.
Okay, if you're looking for Morenoloths, there seems to be 5 boats along the coast.
Okay.
There's probably most, if not all of them, are piloted by Morenoloths.
Okay. Idea? We ask a Morenoloth for 4 soul coins to retrieve our vehicle. Thoughts?
I mean,
Does that help us right now?
that just alerts them that we're here looking for the vehicle and that we know where the vehicle is.
I mean, we'd have to...
Right now, we don't need our vehicle. We need our friends.
Right. But we also need a way to transport the big crates back to our inn. Or wherever we're going to stay at. I think we get the vehicle, put the vehicle on shore, go in, get our friends, get our loot, get on the vehicle, go swing by the governors, swing by the seeker.
But again, bringing the vehicle out of the water is gonna cause a commotion.
Probably. However, it, once again, is an option to... I mean, do you not want our vehicle back? Do you think the we know where it is right now. It could slip through our fingers.
We know where the vehicle is. If we go after the vehicle, we can lose our friends.
We're standing right in front.
I just what will the vehicle do for us right now? Like, it's not going away.
It might. They have a way of getting it in there. They could get it out.
They could have just driven it in there.
Put a brick on the gas.
I mean, we are very the machines don't stop. There's not like a gas. It's either like if the lever's forward, it goes forward even if you're not there. It's not a
Okay,
stop
but like
start thing.
all right, so we go in, we rescue our friends, we come out, we have 3 large chests. Do we just carry them back to the inn?
I mean, if we defeat the anti-party, I think we buy ourselves more time.
We can't fight them right now.
I mean, we
Not
can.
the entire party.
Wow.
We are not at full health right now.
What? Why are we not at full health?
Should we be at full health, Brian?
We should be at full health. We haven't gotten into any combat.
Has anyone gotten into combat recently?
I have 63 hit points and I used 40 or 10 of my Empyrean Touch. I know the 10 Empyrean Touch was for the imp.
It has been several days, at least 2 of which has been spent here in Tantlin, at any moment which you could have spent using short rests.
Yeah, we got a short rest when our lovely companion here, Petra, was making food. So you should be at full health. Let me check something real quick.
So if you wish to add health to yourself with the power of short rests, you can absolutely do so.
What am I sitting at? Probably 1,000,000 health, I'd guess. That seems right.
Wow.
What do you know? I'm at 1,000,000 health, guys.
That fucking sucked.
Jesus Christ. You're atrocious. Okay. Well,
I mean, either
Brian, I
way,
have a
I am
question
still
about-
down 10 Empyrean Touch.
okay. But that's not ideal, but I think we're pretty good.
What are you asking, Ben?
I have a question about Magic Circle.
Ask.
Okay, so if I cast it on the ground, it says it has a duration of 1 hour. Does that, if I put it on the ground, does it only last 1 hour, or does it last 1 hour once like activated?
It is
takes
casting
1
time.
minute.
Casting time 1 minute, and it lasts an hour after you cast it.
Okay, well. Alright.
You would have to do some other shenanigans in order to be like activated for an hour at a different time.
Right.
Something like
So once again, we still have the issue. We still have the issue of us having the big heavy chests and no way to transport them besides our backs. Solution? Morenoloth. Right? Morenoloths? Mesoloths? Yegaloths? The Loths?
either way, they'd be willing to do work for gold, or sorry, for souls.
We could pay them to collect it, put it on the dock. As soon as we pay them, we go into the inn, we rescue our friends, and we come back out and see how far they're done.
Well, why don't we ask them how long it's gonna take for them
They'll
to
probably
do that?
say it depends on how much we pay them.
How much are we willing to pay?
How much do we have?
Not much.
I think 4 is a reasonable price or a reasonable time frame. But yeah, it can't hurt to ask them. So let's go talk to is it a Morenoloth? Yugoloth? Spaghetti-loth?
Morenoloth would be the boat captains.
Morenoloth, yeah. Let's talk to a Morenoloth. And I will say, we have interest. Wait, do they have True Sight? Not really important.
I do not believe so. I do not believe you would know either.
I will be like,
Can I do
we
a
have
perception just to make
interest.
sure that nobody's watching us? Like, no extra Damians or anything like that are around.
Sure. To your knowledge, no Damians or anybody else are watching you.
Well,
Excellent. Maybe.
okay, so yes, I'll talk to our friendly boat captain, and I will say, we have interest in receiving the screaming vehicle under the water. 4 soul coins. Can you get it done within 15 minutes?
I will do my best. 4 soul coins.
We shall
One
eat
has to account for complications, but I will do my best to make sure that my subordinates pull it up undamaged.
Of course, there would have to be no Styx water in the vehicle.
That I cannot promise without knowing the shape of the vehicle.
It is a part of vehicles. Demon grinder? It is a demon grinder Gehenna model. It weighs
see.
approximately. How much? Do I know how much it weighs? It says its cargo capacity is 1 ton.
At
It
least
has an
30
armor
pounds.
class of 19, 200 hit points, speed of 100 feet. Here's
It
its
is a-
stat block.
If it is a demon grinder, I may need to assemble a team. Once again, with the size that big, I cannot guarantee the Styx water will be drained in 15 minutes. It's from the surface it will be, but there are pipes on those.
We will have to take that up chance. Time is of the essence.
We all gonna die.
Oh, for
Very
sure.
well.
We're gonna jump in, put our pinky toe in some Styx water, and just fall overboard.
Very well. Pay the coin, and I will begin. I will set my team to work.
I will give 4 soul coins to the lovely man. All right.
And the Myrnoloth begins to bark orders towards his crew, which happens to be a bunch of Mesoloths, and they start chucking chains into the water near where the screaming is coming from.
All right, let's go get this. Let's get this bread from the icy knife. Does anyone have any final things to do before we enter? Correct.
Die inside.
Yep. All right. Petra, are you ready for this?
I am always ready, my friend.
I'm so nervous, but let's go. And we will lurk in like a bunch of bearded devils.
Quick perception check when we enter.
Is Damien doing a perception check as well? For other Damiens?
All right. I need a perception. All right.
You're the
with
worst.
Give me one moment. I am about perception.
Look, he's a bit distracted now with the fact that we just pulled up a fucking car from the river.
All right.
Get your head in the game.
Petra. You can hear the sounds of muffled crying from above as you enter this building.
I shall notify Damien and walk to where I hear that muffling.
Well, it is upstairs.
I mean, we're just devils. We can pretend we have a room here and proceed upstairs. Assume there's
Yep.
no bouncer in the way.
All right.
And before, can I do a perception check of the room just to see if there's any traps on the door?
We can always just
Alright.
knock and have them answer.
Or it could be a sign.
So, let me do something first.
I mean,
I'll
do
be
they
ready
have
for
a do
cursed
not disturb
things.
sign on their door?
There is, in fact, a do not disturb sign on the door.
Hmm.
But I'm gonna do something cursed and give you a battle map for some reason.
That's really strange. I wonder why you do that.
I think he just really wants to show like how nice of a place this is, and
Yeah,
it's hard
I
to
mean, that's
describe.
So,
That's
this is the outer room or outer side of the iceberg, and this is the inner side, meaning that stuff in this direction is going into the iceberg.
Mm-hmm.
There is untold feet of ice in that direction. While in this direction, these are the windows facing the street.
When I show Damien the room, I think it's my best interest to leave the hotel
Wait, what?
because I think it's just best that I do.
What?
Because I think there might be a battle outside too. It's not all going to go down inside this hotel.
Why would we not
Which
hit?
room is the crying coming from?
I don't know yet. That Brian has to tell me.
Because if it's coming from over here, it's probably not going to break out of the hotel.
I'm just saying.
Crying seems to be coming from one of the rooms at the end of the hall. It seems to be coming from this room over here.
We're gonna break in, and it's just gonna be a really sad devil.
One thing
I hate my life.
One thing we noticed with these guys, they love to put traps at doorways. So maybe through the window.
I can cast detect magic again, but not as a ritual this time.
But what if it's just a trap?
I
Like,
mean, we don't
explosive.
exactly have a rogue, but
That's
I
true.
guess Damien could take a look.
I'm going to step back and be as far back as I possibly can.
Last time, Nyla, it was a magical trap, correct?
Brian? I think it was just a normal trap. I could be wrong.
Well, it would not be Petra rolling for this. So,
Who was there when the thing exploded?
unfortunately, everybody who was there is not able to
Where's this one?
speak. So, Texas Red would be the only one who would know of any kind of trap any specifics about any trap the owner has pulled.
I was
And that would
right
be from the
there.
book.
I was
Yeah,
there when
Damien
the
and
thing
Volk were there.
exploded.
Reese, wow.
No, like when it originally exploded, Damien was the one who was right next
no,
to.
I was thinking of the wrong lock picking moment.
Oh.
All right, Damien, roll me a history check.
Oh god. Is Damien even good at history?
For the most part, it was mundane.
Okay.
More like alchemist stuff as opposed to magical stuff.
Well, what are the odds they'll use a fire trap in an iceberg? It's not like they can burn this place down.
That's what you think.
Brian, do these seem... We're familiar with the inns and the ice. Do these seem like two-person rooms, or are they more?
These... well, you're not quite sure how they work in this place.
I mean, we
I'm
walked
gonna
up the
knock on
stairs.
this
Can we
door.
do an edge? Hold on.
Do we have
the
a-
rest
wait,
of us
we have
aren't
a-
there yet.
Do we
Well,
have
if somebody would drop their token on the map.
Oh, I wasn't sure. I was waiting for the DM, but I have questions.
Did we get a certificate to break property?
Yes. Yes,
We
we
did
did.
not.
Yes, we did.
We have a license to steal, license to kill, license to steal/break vehicles, license to carry sticks water, license to spy, license to pretend to be someone else when filling out paperwork. I have a license to own undead servants and a license to torture. Everybody has a license to torture except for Texas Red, and Damien only has a license to poison. We do not have a license for breaking and entering. We can steal, though. We could steal their lock.
We could steal the door.
Actually, wait. I have something for this.
Well, they stole from us. I'm not stealing from them. I'm getting my shit back.
Hold on. Right. We have the chime of opening. You can just open the door if it's locked.
Yes, but the chime of opening alerts everybody in like 100-foot radius.
Well, you know. If anybody sticks their nose out, if we recognize them,
Why don't I just knock on this door and ask if there's a Damien here?
because they could be, I don't know, they planned for that, and they'll just,
Why would they plan for somebody asking for a Damien? Because they want
because
information.
nobody would be asked. Look,
Well,
I
If they're
just
going
not
around
confirmed.
disguised as me, they're probably giving out my name too. probably saying, "Hey, come back here and look for Davian." If I'm a fucking bearded devil, I'll just walk up to them and say, "Hey, I'm looking for Damien." If one of them answers the door, otherwise it could
Also,
be
isn't
someone else.
the crying coming from this room?
Yes, but I want to get it in this room just so we can put our ear to the wall.
The ice wall?
Yes.
You're
For
crazy.
what reason?
To
So
hear.
So we can get information about what's actually in the room, if there's multiple people in the room.
Did my perception check tell us that, Brian?
You did not hear anything about how many people were in the room.
If we can get into the room right next door, then we would have somewhat of an advantage being able to not only go out whatever window is out here so they can't get away out their window, but also that we would be able to listen in through the wall.
I don't think listening through the wall is going to work. It's a solid sheet of ice. I think we...
I have very good ears.
Quick question.
And
Are you
if
guys having
Petra-
this conversation right where you're standing?
No, I don't know like where we're standing. I
we're
just figured
we're like frozen in time trying to walk, and I'm like...
I just figured that
So are
wherever
you
we
on? Are you
very
on the
close.
second floor or are you on the first floor?
I'm assuming
Or are you
we're-
outside the building?
we peeked
We're,
up,
like, in the
looked at this,
stairwell.
and then we went down to the stairwell.
All right.
It's like here. No, we'll be close. Yeah, close. So we're all like huddled together.
I think we should go in... Wow.
Bust down them doors.
I think we should do what Texas Red wants.
Wow.
In other words, you think we should go in and bust down the doors?
I'm just letting you. Never mind. Never mind.
What are
Okay.
you... Why are you trying to say...
I can't say it because I'm not Nyla.
I mean... Correct. But we have to be able to adapt.
Also, I don't exactly want to go through the doors straight into that room because I feel if there is a trap that could very easily kill Torun and Gial if they've been tortured.
Look, alright, what I'm assuming the layout is just one person, or like 2-person rooms. There's probably somebody in there guarding it.
Mm-hmm.
So if me and you rush in, hopefully we survive whatever trap is prepared.
And if Gial and Torun don't, then this will all have been a waste of time, and whatever trap will weaken us, and the entire.
Do you have a way of disarming the trap?
We can go around it. Going
What do you
through the
mean go
window.
around it?
Going through the window.
What? Crawl around the edge?
Or go into the second door, go out the window of the second door, and in the window of the third door.
And if nobody's there?
Then I'll have avoided a trap.
Why don't you, go outside, scaffold the wall, peek in.
I feel it's
And see
very
what's in
obvious,
there.
but if you want me to, I can go outside, scaffold the wall, and peek in through the window.
And then Texas Red and I could be on either side of the door. It should be within the 60 feet for telepathy. So as soon as you see something, we'll move up, kick in the door, hopefully, if there's no trap. You kick in the window, double entry, and then hopefully we ambush whoever's there, and Petra covers us from the hallway for when things inevitably go wrong and all of the doors open up. Sound like a plan?
Alright. Brian, I will go back downstairs, outside, and up. Like,
Texas Red, do you want to be up right here?
Roll me a stealth check, Damien.
Oh boy.
I was gonna ask, is this the back alley or is this back alley?
They're both back alleys.
There is no back alley.
There's no back alley. Well, that's a shame. Alright, stealth with advantage because I have an awesome cloak. Wow.
You up here?
Wonderful.
Stealthing.
Wow.
Wonderful.
Christ above.
Can I reroll
Never.
You have
using
rolled.
blips?
You can use 4,
No,
I believe.
No.
Or no.
If I used 4, I'd have to said that beforehand, but I can use 2.
Let me double check. I think it's
Would I only reroll once, or would I reroll the advantage?
you will reroll once.
Show me potato salad. God damn it.
Fuck.
Oh well.
All right, so you're just listening in through the side, or are you peeking into the window?
Listening in through the side first, and then if I
All right.
just hear...
You cannot hear much of anything through the thick ice.
Okay. Am I still, like, am I able to hear the whimpering at least?
You get the impression that the whimpering was probably fading in because the doorway is not like a foot thick ice.
Mm-hmm. Alright, I'll go up to the window and peek in the window.
Alright, as you're like right upon the window, you can hear the sounds.
Mm-hmm. I'll peek in the window. I do still look like a bearded devil though, so that's good.
Yep.
Yes. Alright, you peek into the window and you will see, actually give me a second. I was using the wrong tool. There we go.
Interesting.
You
I'll
will
drop back
hear
down.
some snapping noise coming over from the Oni in the corner, as Adeline seems to do something to it.
I will drop back down.
Do you tell us telepathically?
I tell you telepathically. Oh, fuck.
Oh, I guess, how much of a peek are you getting into this window? Or actually, I should say, how much of an opportunity are you letting them see you?
Not much, like, at all.
Alright.
Like...
You swear you see Maximilian in the room.
Okay.
How does he look?
Damien did not check too much.
But I am smart enough to know that they said that I had a permit of... Or someone had a permit of a dead servant or something like that.
Oh, yeah, that is correct. Well, yeah, that is true. Ooh, that's bad.
Yeah.
Well, we can probably deal with them. Did Damien see our missing chests in the room?
Damien did not see much over the what was going on with the Onis.
I'll go up and look in this one.
In this room doesn't seem to be much of any interest. There are boxes in this room, but they're just you have no idea what's in them.
Not our boxes though. Can I
All right.
like easily crawl through the window?
No, there is glass.
Like is it like something that like I can just slide open and crawl into, or?
Yeah, you know all the times you want to open a window in the middle of the layer of freezing hell.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that the windows are pretty much stuck closed.
Alright, I will land back down and like I'll telepathically tell them, 2 Onis in the back room, and dead servant with them. No sign of the other 2. No, go over to this one and see if anyone's in this one.
Just make sure we're missing.
Same as the first. Or sorry, not same as the first. Same as the second.
Second, all right. And I'll come back inside then.
Okay.
So-
All right. How far off the ground was the window?
Second floor.
Okay. Crazy idea. Damien, you pick me up. We circle around and do a aerial insertion. It's crazy.
What's the point of us going into that room?
I mean, first of all, we could ambush the anti-party.
There's
Second of all-
one anti-party member and two people that could be very dangerous. One of which is a dead Maximilian.
Possibly dead. We don't know.
Probably not friendly.
Oh, for sure not friendly.
Yeah.
But also, if we get within... do you remember how fast Maximilian was killed?
It's true.
Yeah, but why would we go in and fight not only our dead friend, but also two, from what I understand, fully capable Oni?
Wait, what color was the Oni?
There's Adeline and then there was a blue one.
I'll put a hand on Damien's shoulder and say...
Damien. The Oni, you could not see much from that angle, but the Oni looked like it was sitting down and seemed to be the source of the crying.
Damien, I'm gonna need you to trust me here. We gotta save that blue Oni, allegedly.
Why?
Damien, I can explain it later. Right now, there's a creature that needs our help.
We're not the Wonder Pets.
Texas
Wolf.
Red and Petra can be
It's
out
an
here.
Oni. The only experience I have with Oni are all terrible, where they've literally gone and used my family against me. Tried to hurt
Damien.
my family.
Damien, do you trust me?
When you're saying to save an Oni, no, not really, Volk.
At the end of the day, Evelyn's in there, and we can get the drop on her for once. I can explain everything as soon as we deal with this. I promise. But I'm gonna need you to go out on a bit of a limb here. Aerial insertion. Petra and Texas Red back us up. Petra, do you have a way of blowing open the door?
Oh, I have a way of blowing open the door, but I also have a way of blowing up in.
Okay, save blowing up in for plan B. When I scream plan B.
Tarun and Gial are here somewhere. We don't want
Are
to
these
blow
5
anything
foot
up.
squares, Brian? Or
Sorry, what?
how big are these rooms?
As you see.
Like I use 5 feet.
Roughly 15 by 20, a little bit smaller than that.
Damien, for God's sakes, trust me on this. I swear on Helm's name that we have to rescue that Oni.
I agree.
It's a trading post.
So I'm thinking aerial insertion. We go in.
Also, if you want another reason for rescuing the Oni, an enemy of our enemy is our friend in this case.
Also, another reason Texas Red doesn't want to rescue the Oni. Do it just to spite him.
Texas Red literally just said, rescue the Oni.
Yeah, so
It was a joke. But anyway.
Volka's bad at joking. I think we've established that.
All right. Hurtful.
But it's the truth.
The truth often hurts. Okay, we can do this. Damien, I need you to trust me. I've saved your life before, multiple times. We're gonna rescue that Oni. We're going to deal with Evelyn.
If we rescue this goddamn Oni, will it get us Gial and Torun?
Yes,
You can promise me that.
I can promise you that.
Alright.
All right. Does anyone have any issues? I'm assuming the other anti-parties are either not here or waiting in these rooms. After Damien and I do the aerial insertion, if we need assistance, Damien will call out on the mask. You guys will blow open the door. Hopefully, try not to kill the Oni in the back. And and neutralize possibly undead Maximilian, and Adeline.
You'd like
Madeline.
to let me know when to start doing my own thing.
Texas
I'm
Red will give
pretty-
you the signal from Damien.
And I'm pretty sure you'll probably be able to hear the glass shatter.
Your way of blowing open the door isn't.
It's not
The,
gonna blow the in.
Yeah, it's not gonna hurt the Oni in the back, is it?
No.
Okay, then let's do this. All right.
Here we go.
I call this Operation Steel Rain.
Never again are we letting you.
All right, come on. I think it was
These
pretty clever.
operations.
So yeah, when we go outside, if you and Petra want to like sneak up here-ish, I'd say. I'm excited.
Would I be concerned that you're excited that we're all gonna die?
Yes.
I think this is a much better plan than just trying to pick open the door. But hell, I mean, I thought the train was a good idea too, but that sure as hell backfired. I mean, let's just see how it goes. Does anybody else have any other plans? No? Then let's do it.
Sometimes you just gotta commit, right?
Yep. I believe in us. I have faith. I'll offer up a quick prayer to Helm. Guide me through this hour of darkness and see me through the other side.
You want to move your character like right here?
Yeah, that works.
Oh.
That's sweaty hands. Whenever you're ready, Mr. Damien.
God, this is such a bad
Before you
idea.
do this
Nope.
harebrained scheme of yours,
I
why don't we have a
was just gonna
conversation,
like
maybe?
fly from far away, like straight at the window, Brian.
You're so.
All right. In that case, Damien, you're taking a smack to the head.
Boy. Starting off strong, I see.
No, but like I was saying, like we go out the front door, and then I pick up Volk, and we get like a lead up so we can like
Yeah, that's
fly
what I was
through the
imagining,
window.
too.
Yeah.
All right. We can do the surprise attack. All right. Roll me initiatives, everybody.
Damien, you get a +4.
Oh yay!
Do I get a +4? How?
Oh,
No. No.
Even when I can take it, I can't.
One moment, Dakota has lost his character sheet again.
It really is eluding you.
It clearly is. I don't know how though. I don't know where it went, and I'm clicking on my character, and it's not popping up. Oh, here we go. I think I shrunk my screen to resize something, and it's like, oh no, we're not gonna. There we go. Oh, Texas Red with actually some initiative for this thing that will clearly not end in combat.
Oh, for sure. But we almost had him.
Close but no cigar, kid.
and just as my bonus action, as we come through this lovely door, I'm gonna activate my key bracers.
Once
window,
again,
sorry.
Based off of the time, is Texas Red busting in, or is Texas Red timing himself with Damien?
Well, actually, I have a 21 for initiative, but it didn't. I clicked my character and I didn't go into
Petra and Texas Red are waiting until they receive a signal from Damien to burst in.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Then, in that case,
At least
first
that
member
was
of the
the plan.
party.
Yeah,
is
yeah.
Madeline. Before we jump into this room with bravado, perhaps we should have a conversation.
Who is she addressing?
Oh, all of us.
Currently, Volk and Damien are 100 feet away from the window. Like I said, we're getting a run up on this.
So, let me describe the situation at hand. You bust through any entrance into this room, and Maximilian here disintegrates this Oni I'm with. Instantly.
Well, that sure is a right pickle.
And we
Just-
hear this from 100 feet away, Brian?
No, but Texas Red
Oh,
has the ability to communicate that distance.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you guys that because everybody will hate me if I blow up people. I've learned.
He's learning.
What do you propose, Adeline?
Well, I propose we talk about this like civilized folk, unless, of course, you wish to continue your crusade against me.
Well, personally, I love a good crusade. Unfortunately, apparently, it has been expressed to me that I may have issues controlling my emotions. So, in light of trying to be a better person, I am willing to have a conversation this one time.
How much information did you give us, Texas Red?
I relayed her message one for one.
Okay.
Alright, I mean, it was gonna be cool. Operation Steel Rain, put on a hold.
I mean, you could still do it. It is no longer my issue with what happens here.
No. Maximilian's a real
I'm
caster.
I'm going to see what happens with some held actions. Volk, it is down to you. And you know what? I'll say, because you're being held by Damien, it's your turn as well.
I mean, like, what do we do? Like,
Alright, hold off, Damien. For once, let's try. Volk has a hard time saying it. Diplomacy. Ugh. Alright, set me
you know
down.
she's a conniving evil bitch, right?
Ooh, we've dealt with so many devils, so many unsavory characters.
Yeah, but she has a
What?
personal vendetta against us.
If things go poorly, we can always press the button. We can rotate the button 3 times clockwise.
Yeah.
Texas Red, where are you on this map?
I guess I'm at the top of the stairs, I guess? Yeah, I mean,
You could have. I would lie to you. You can do a movement and then hold an action.
yeah, I'm not gonna hold an action this time. That just...
All right.
Yeah, I'm just here. I'm existing, Brian. For once
All
in my
right.
life.
Damien and Volk, where are you going?
I guess we'll enter the inn like civilized people.
Ah!
Well, I didn't say do that.
Damien's a grumpy, civilized person.
Always has been.
Nah. He was happy at one point.
Y'all, it's your fault that this is your going by. It's your fault that they've come so quickly to your own death. Don't worry, you won't die so soon. No.
Wait, like, she was
I
saying
assume-
that, like, we hear that, or she was saying that in our minds? or-
It was close enough that Texas Red and Petra could hear it, but not you guys as you were moving to the end. No, as you climb up the top of the stairs, she says, "No, just let's set up the entire scene, shall we? If you may be wondering where Philippe is currently in possession of Torun. If things go badly here, you can be rest assured that Torun will meet an untimely, quick death."
I'm gonna try to connect with Torun to see if he's still drugged up.
Torun is drugged up, but considerably less so.
Okay.
If you want, roll me a perception check with disadvantage. All right. You can definitely faintly see through the blurs the green hands of Philippe.
does he get a idea of where they're at? Is it inside a roof?
There is a
No,
lot of light.
Yeah, no.
There is a lot of light. So somewhere.
They're in the middle of a snowy biome. They're with the ice giants. I knew it. All right. Are you ready to open up
I
diplomacy?
am willing to propose a trade. You see, I was not aware that you had something in your possession that I dearly wished for. And now that I have it, I'm feeling in a good mood. I'd be willing to let you leave here with those boxes that you need to carry. And for free, I'll let you have Torun as well after a certain amount of time to ensure my safety. However, if you attempt to make any rash decisions, any kinds of rescuing, you can be rest assured that your mission will end in failure.
And what about Gial?
You don't need to worry about him anymore. Jill left.
We know that's not true. We know who's in that room.
Oh, but do you now?
We understand, Adeline. You have to understand, not all of our party is as well read as me, believe it or not. We understand you'll release Gial and give us the whereabouts of him after you've made your exit, obviously. You would never double cross us.
I think that's exactly what you would do.
Of course double cross you. But I won't double cross you in what I've said.
Wow, Brian, you really know how to give us confidence in the enemy.
You leave this place, you get Torun and your vehicle and those crates.
And what do you want?
Like I said, I already have what I want.
You have Gial.
And
we can't.
We want our friend back.
You know, let's do a tangent. Damien, let's say that hypothetically I were to hurt your family. What exactly would you do to me?
Everything I could.
Anything you could, huh?
Don't answer this, Damien. Please don't.
Well,
It doesn't end
It's
well.
pretty obvious tactics thread.
Let's say hypothetically Gial did something as bad, if not worse. Am I not justified as you?
Oh yes, let us believe the Oni, the one who has constantly lied to us, and is known for their perfidious nature. If you make these accusations against Gial, you're going to need something more than your own word.
Well, considering no one else is alive to tell the tale, and, well, the only other person is the perpetrator, I really don't think anyone else has a better right to talk about it than me.
Well, you could get a possible admission of guilt. You can get a confession.
Oh, well, unfortunately, your friend here is unlikely to be confessing anytime soon without a job.
Well, you've seemed to have made miraculous healing before. I'm certain you can make it happen again. Perhaps not right at this moment. But we simply can't trust an Oni who is, by its nature, treacherous.
Well, that's unfortunate, considering all parties involved are Oni.
Well,
we're not Onis, though.
Where are the crates being held?
Where are the crates being held? Oh, well, I can just have Maximilian here, just teleport them outside.
So let me get this straight. We get our vehicle, the crates, Torun, and you get Gial.
Indeed.
Well, come here for a second.
What did you say? You cut out.
Come here for a second.
All right. I will lean down into Damien so he can whisper.
For the love of God, I trust you, Volk. Is Gial an Oni?
Volk will put a hand on Damien's shoulder, and without saying anything, he will have a very sad look in his eyes that Damien has sussed out the truth of the matter.
We'll take the deal.
Damien, you can't be serious.
We'll take the deal, Volk.
After everything? You can't be serious.
I want Torun back because he is contracted to me. I can trust him because he has to tell me the truth if I tell him to tell me the truth.
Damien, do you remember our conversation months ago? I told you Gial was a shapeshifter. And what did you say? What did you do? You defended him with your life, with your honor.
I didn't know he was a fucking Oni, Volk.
He saved our lives. He has no reason to betray us.
He's an Oni. They're manipulative bastards. All they do is lie and manipulate. That is all they do, Volk.
Damien, this is Evelyn we're talking about. She can't possibly have no ulterior motive here. If we let Gial go here...
We get Torun in our chains.
Just a quick question. Can you summon Torun to your side as a familiar?
You do not have the summon familiar spell.
Yeah. Like, I can dismiss him to Avernus.
Why don't you just do that? Then they lose their gambling card.
They still have the chains.
I mean, correct, but I mean, they're still in the city, and we could kill Evelyn right here. And Maximilian. It's 4v1, or 4v2.
I have nothing against Maximilian.
He's undead and being controlled, probably.
He's not actually there. If he's undead, he's not actually there.
What do you mean?
Do you think Petra's skeletons have a cognitive thought of their own? It's just a puppet.
Oh, well, yes. Okay, puppet Maximilian. Is that better? Also, have we seen Petra cook in front of us?
Yes. Yes, we have.
Yeah.
We have?
Yes.
Damn.
We have seen all 3 or 4 of her skeletons.
Did they play like the xylophone with the rib bones?
No.
Alright. We'll get to that later.
Look, is there anything else about this Oni that we're not aware of? Like, why do we need to rescue him? I know he's been comrade for a while.
He's tied to our contract, and if we make a habit of abandoning our companions, I'm not sure where we draw the line. Petra, I like you, but would we make a deal with Evelyn to abandon you to her clutches? How would you feel? Damien is a member of this party. I'm not just going to let him go.
I just bring question and theoreticals to you, Volk. But what if I say that by engaging in combat with this group, Texas Red, Damien, and I die?
Well, right now the odds are heavily in our favor. I'm sure Evelyn, if she had the option, would not want to strike a deal with us at all. But if you dismiss Torun, get rid of one hostage, we do have an option of getting... Well, Brian, would I know that Granny Gravedirt could bring back someone who's been disintegrated? I imagine it's just something she could do.
Well, roll me a religion check.
Ugh, God, why do we have to make deals with unsavory characters? Yep. 23. Wow, that's really good.
All right. First off, you know through religion that those who are disintegrated cannot be restored to life by normal means. Only through high-level resurrection or a wish spell.
Yeah. Granny Gravedirt
On
does
top
seem...
of that, whether or not Granny Gravedirt has access to these, you would have to be willing to pay a high price.
Volk, the only reason I'm not going in there now is for Gial's sake.
Then for Gial's sake, shouldn't you hold out hope? Rescue
That is
him?
the most I'm willing to do to him. Is not kill him instantly. Take the deal. She can have him.
You are abandoning him. We can't start drawing lines like this, Damien. You can't let your anger and your hatred of one control who you are. This isn't the Damien I know. You're letting your anger just drive you on a path of...
How much
close
can you
to-
take? How much betrayal can you take, Volk?
He hasn't betrayed us.
He's a fucking Oni.
He has not. He's done nothing wrong to the group. Can you list a single sin?
He knows
That's-
everything about me, Volk.
Doesn't know.
Brian, I am going to cast a spell.
Boy.
I am going to cast Suggestion on Volk.
Oh boy.
I'm going to tell Volk, accept the deal. And you have to beat an 18 wisdom saving throw.
29.
Wisdom saving throw.
Oh, sorry. 23.
Oh my god. Okay.
Yes, paladins have incredibly high saving throws.
I thought you had a really low perception before.
I do. I just have proficiency.
Saving
in
throws are
wisdom
not the
saving
same
throws.
as saves.
Oh, okay. Oh well. That's unfortunate.
It is indeed unfortunate. Volk will remember this. He
Excellent.
will turn and glare at Petra, the withering stare.
Bulk, why are you staring at Petra? Is there something I should know about our friendly cook who's so far done nothing to wrong anyone in the party?
Does suggestion have a verbal, or is it just somatic?
It is a verbal and material.
So you would have heard her cast the spell on me. Unless...
Ooh.
But he doesn't know what suggestion is. He just heard me cast a spell.
It suggests to my miss hocus pocus.
I don't know. I think my verbal yesterday was pretty good. On the bird or whatever, I think, or the cows.
Yes. But yes. Invoke will turn back to Damien and say, Damien, we cannot accept this.
Why not?
Because Xiao
Can't
is
or
part
won't?
of us. We can't.
Because I can, and I am very willing to accept this, Volk.
Damien, think about what your family would want. They want you to abandon someone who you've been with?
My family
so
wants
long?
me back, Volk. And I want my family back.
And you'll get back, but throwing away Jial isn't the right way to do it.
Brian, I'm. One
Hey,
second.
Dakota, do you need to leave at 9?
I can probably go like 9:15ish or 9:30 today.
Okay.
If that helps.
Hold on, let me check something real quick.
So if I send something telepathically to Volk, can Adeline still hear that?
How would
You
Volk
can roll me a knowledge arcana, but you would have
Yeah, I have
You
no
have
fucking
no
clue.
idea what her abilities are. Yeah.
Take the deal, Volk.
Hold on. Let me keep checking something.
You're not allowed to check things.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. It is technically illegal, but
Only
also
technically.
but also they mean we have the option here of wiping out Evelyn and embracing a pain in your side that has been a dagger in the dark that has been there forever and will continue to hang over our necks.
Volk, you basically know you're
If we
saying
walk
that
in there,
you're gonna kill Torun, right?
Well, I'm assuming
I
that if
can't
things
send
turn
Torun back
why not?
because he's restrained.
Oh, you can't send him back if he's restrained?
Correct.
So Torun signed a familiar agreement, but because he was not summoned with a find familiar spell, he's a physical object.
Yes.
Then we can detect him with locate object. Eh?
No.
All right.
Thank you for that. I'm going to ask Volk if he wants me to create a distraction under my breath.
Hell, we can
No.
get Texas Red to make a contract that she'll sign.
It's still going to be the same exact things, you know. Like
Same
they
things. They keep
Gial.
Gial. We get Torun in the chains. We
And
walk
Volk-
away.
Walk
Did I
in.
miss- is Volk okay with this now?
No. No. It just goes against Volk's whole character to agree to this deal, to abandon someone completely when he's right in front of us. Damien, we can get you a new Toru.
Oh.
Abandoning someone completely right in front of us. Huh. It's okay if we abandon Torun, but Giallo,
Well,
oh
I
no.
mean, he's not in front of us now, is he?
He's the one I have the contract with.
Technically, we all have a contract with y'all. Specifically now because you're all on my contract.
Do I hear this conversation? I'm just like idly sitting here. Adeline's kind of idly on the other side of the door.
Oh, you can hear Adeline just like, doing something on the other side of the door, and you can hear the sounds of somebody wincing and screaming in pain.
Oh,
But,
so guys, maybe hurry up before you may not like Gial, but
well, if those of you who have fought Adeline before know that Oni have regeneration.
yeah, but he's still being tortured. I mean, like we can all agree that's not great. Unless Damien really doesn't like him, but not for me to say.
All right, Evelyn. What is your plan with Gial?
Well, it really won't be much of a concern for you anymore.
I agree, Adeline. Not much of a concern. So
Well, I will preface, I am kind of going against my group on this, so I can't guarantee they'll be happy about this, but I will uphold my part of the bargain.
Are you
Can we
planning
do an
on
insight check on
slaying
that, by the
Gial?
way?
Do you want to do an insight check? You can absolutely do an
I
insight check.
want to do an insight check to see if she's hiding something from us.
Sure.
Especially that last part where she's like, I plan on holding them up my end of the bargain. That doesn't mean that they won't come in and attack
Sure.
us.
Sure. Based off of what she said, basically she can't control what they do, and they're probably going to try to continue following their plan.
yeah, but if it buys
You're not
us
exactly
some more
sure
time,
if she's going to backstab you in any way based off of that insight, but that's the literal interpretation.
Are you planning on killing Gial if we were to hand him over to you?
Eventually.
You going to go through with a contract on this? And I would assume that if you make your graceful exit, Philippe would also have no reason to stick around, or his allegiances shifted to Sereth's.
I'm sorry, can you repeat that?
Would Philippe also leave, or is he now more aligned with Sereth? Is what I'm asking Adeline.
Philippe works for me.
So I can draft up a contract for you, and I believe you probably want to sign it with Damien, and I'll be is there a three-way contract, Brian? Is that a thing? Like where I'm just kind of like the middleman here?
I'm not signing anything with Adeline.
It's possible. I mean, anything that you write as a contract is valid. It's just not usual for devils to do so.
Well, this is not a
But
usual.
not unheard of.
Okay. Wait, you're not going to sign a contract, Damien?
No. You can, Volcan, Petrican. I'm not having my name on the same sheet as Adeline's.
Oh boy. Now, what if I create a
Racist.
What if I create a rider contract so there's two separate sheets of paper, but they link to each other?
I don't want to be linked to Adeline.
Like your name won't be on the same sheet of paper, but you'll be part of the same agreement.
Texas Red,
for
I want
whatever
her out of my life.
Yes, I know, but a contract guarantees that she at least leaves for now. If you can negotiate in that she's...
You can't get rid of me that easily.
I can fucking try.
You're willing to sacrifice Gial just for the chance of getting rid of
Even
an
when
Oni?
I'm one of a very small handful of people who'd be willing to help you.
Volk, if I wanted to get rid of an Oni, I'd walk in there right now and have her disintegrate him. The fact that I'm not is because we have spent so much time with him.
Adeline, I believe you have to convince Damien of whatever's going on. I'm just here. I'm gonna wait out here. Please don't shoot me, disintegrate me, cut me up. You know, I'm just here.
I'm gonna wait outside the room too, or like the hotel actually.
I mean, honestly though, do I really need to go and convince Damien? If he barges in, Torun dies and I win. If he doesn't barge in, then eventually Gial dies and I win.
And if we do nothing, you double win.
Well, if we enter the room and slay you, would you still count that as a victory? Even at the sacrifices made along the way? Is dying with Gial really the end for you?
Well, I mean, knowing that I'd be one of the few people who would be able to help Damien's family out from their current situation, definitely.
Oh, yes, we believe the Oni. Why don't you just agree that you give us all the answers?
Oh, but if I gave all the answers, it would take all the fun out of it.
Of course. I think what you don't understand is we are perfectly able of ending you this day.
Oh, all right, Adeline. Everybody's talking big. We know how this ends. You're willing to sign a contract, take Gial, leave, turn over Torun, and I expect you to go do your own things for the foreseeable future. And by that, I mean perhaps disassociate yourself with the anti-party in Sereth, so to speak. Is that agreeable?
Oh, but they're so much fun.
I know, but Adeline, are you really a one group kind of gal? You're really just a follower to a horn devil? I always thought you to be more ambitious. Death of Innocence has been they've been so lonely lately. You know, no excitement there. Go back there. Ruin their lives again.
Well, if you're telling me that I would have to no longer see your beautiful faces, then unfortunately I'm going to have to decline.
Well, Mandolin, I mean, you always are. I'm not saying that we don't want to disassociate with you. I mean, we've grown so close this past year. I mean, it'd be a tragic waste of a relationship. I'm just saying, I think the crowd you're currently hanging with, it's detrimental to our ongoing relationship.
Once again, the deal is you let me have Jial, and I give you those boxes that you want, and I allow you to take the vehicle. I will do no actions, as well as Philippe, and we will let you continue on with your mission here.
You'll let us be until we complete and deliver our boxes. Is that what you're saying?
I won't do anything towards that, and neither will Philippe. I also won't stop the rest of my companions from doing whatever they're doing just to continue the facade, but I will, let's say, delay them a little bit, just to make it a little bit more in your favor.
Well,
how does that sound?
It sounds agreeable. We all knew the business we were getting into when we contracted. Hate to leave a man behind, but life ain't looking so good. Apparently, the higher-ups don't appreciate my direct methods, believe it or not, Adel. I'm too devilish for even a devil. So let's sign some paper and get this over with.
All right, if you mind writing it up, and I'll read it over if you slide it under the door.
Alrighty. Brian, I would like to activate my master contract drafting abilities.
All right, are you trying to write up the most impossible to find loopholes around contract, or are you trying to add loopholes into this contract?
You leave something
Maybe you
in
should.
there that
Also, who are you
says
doing
we
it
can still
between?
rescue
You and
Jial.
her, Volk and her, Petra
It's
and
just
her?
me and her.
Okay, just
Yeah,
making sure.
let's just do Texas Red and her.
Yeah. Alrighty, Brian. The common points I want to hit on is she doesn't interfere with us delivering our packages.
You know what? Write it up in party notes.
Yeah.
That way we can see this agreement later on.
Okay. Let's
see
get the
how
bullet
Brian
points.
got around all of our contract stuff. I will be.
Evelyn must
right
commit
back.
suicide as soon as contract is signed. Try to put that little antidote, that in the footnotes. Nobody reads the footnotes.
DeGrath gave us this mission, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Make sure that anyone that we've encountered, like all those anti-party members, can't interfere with us too.
That literally said we couldn't do that. This is just between her and Philippe. Who's in that anti-party? Sereth?
Azuelos.
The named members that you are aware of are Philippe, Adeline, Sereth, Azurlos, and Beldiel.
And
Okay,
also
I'm just-
Maximilian.
And Maximilian, yes.
I'm just gonna put anti-party names we know, Brian, for the purpose of this. I'll let you sort that one out because I don't know how to spell them all. Okay, so does not interfere with the mission set forth by Drogath. So that's the mission we're on, and all ends and odds that go with it, I would say. And passively hinders the anti-party names that we know. I'm not going to get aggressive with actively because we may not get the contract. Turns over a living, healthy Torun. I don't think that's how I spell it. Whatever. Gets to keep Geo. I don't know how to spell that one either. I'm sure it's in. Oh, that one's in party notes. I can do that one. Discloses what the anti-party knows as related to the questions. No. As related to our mission, our persons, and the riddles. Anyone have anything else they want to try and add in here as a rider to it?
I think I'm good.
Gets GL.
You should mark something where they have to keep GL alive too, possibly.
That will not fly.
That is,
we
yeah, that's not
we
gonna...
we have to be realistic here. And let's say information on Damien's family. Anything else?
Also, have him explain the sins of Jial.
No, that's a waste of time.
Isn't everything?
He's dead either way. I don't need to know if I'm sending an innocent person to death.
Well,
does not interfere with the mission set forth by Dragoth. Turns over crates, passively hinders the anti-party. Turns over a living, healthy Torrune. Keeps GL, discloses what the anti-party knows as related to our mission, our persons, and the riddles, and information on Damien's family. Going once, going twice?
Yeah, sounds good.
Post it.
Can you-
And, you can change it afterwards, remember? Or you can edit it afterwards.
Why are we getting information on my family from her?
Don't you want to know what Adeline knows about your family?
Do I trust her? Absolutely fucking not.
Wouldn't...
Well,
then why are you signing this contract in the first place?
She's not, but
I'm
this
not.
is...
You are. Or, no, Texas Red is.
You know what? If she gives us information, you can do what you want with it, okay? Believe her, don't believe her.
I think Damien's just a bad father. He's like, no, hey, yeah, I really don't want any information on my family. I think I'm good, actually.
Yes.
I'll figure it out on my own. Really absentee, really phoning it in as a father.
I think I'm going for more of an ironclad contract here, Brian, than a loophole one. Just
Alright,
if we're weighting
roll me-
scales. My contract
Actually,
thing.
yeah, before we do the contract thing, she'll say, you know what? No, I'm not going to do it with the... I think it adds to the suspense for Damien's family.
Okay, Damien doesn't trust you anyway, so we will get rid of that.
Anything she tells us will be a lie or embellished anyways.
So untrusting of people.
Yeah,
Yeah, seriously.
Because, you
okay, here. Discloses...
Are they telling us?
You can't really lie in the like the contract is to disclose information as she knows it.
Yeah, you can still embellish it in like how she interpreted some information might be completely different than how it actually is meant.
One moment, making some slight edits. How's that sound?
I don't. So okay. I don't see. This is just me speaking off color. It wouldn't make sense that. Why didn't they just disintegrate him already? I think
She
that's
wants to
a
torture him.
lie.
Because Adeline is Adeline. This is a game to her. Same reason Torrune's alive.
Torrune's within 100 and however many feet of us right now, but we have no clue where he is at all.
And can't outrun an arrow.
Yeah, no, she just sends one message to Philippe. Philippe slashes his throat and he dies. instantly. So it's less about Gial being disintegrated, because she can do that all she wants.
I'm
It
just saying, why
sucks
is she
for us
making that deal then?
party-wise,
If
but-
I've already done it.
Why? Because she wants something we have, apparently, or Gial, I think. I don't know.
She wants Gial.
Why is it threatening to get rid of Gial?
Because he's a
If
part
what
of
she
our
wants
party,
is Gial.
and clearly Volk
She would
still
have
cares
killed
about him. Anybody else, I don't really know, but...
Here, I'll ask. Adeline, I'm assuming what you want is Gial. Why have you not already killed him?
Because she wants to torture him like she wants to torture us.
I know, but I'm just trying to... One of our newer party members who doesn't know you as well is wondering why.
I mean, you gotta prove a point and teach a lesson.
Hey, I know this is a fun game, isn't it? You know, you wouldn't want to end it too soon. Happy, Petra? Do those contract terms look agreeable to you now? Keep the suspense in the game going with Damien's family?
It works.
Alrighty.
Yes, and you know what? We'll add your terms to this agreement because you actually haven't put your terms, what you're doing.
Oh, okay. Are you typing them or am I?
I can type them up for you.
Okay, yeah. Save my atrocious spelling.
All right, so roll me that check to see if you can make it as iron tight as possible.
Is this planar knowledge? I thought I had a contract ability in my sheet.
I think you did. Yeah, you don't have it on the left side?
No, I'm wondering if it got moved when we moved character sheets, maybe. I have 3 dragon something.
Oh, 3 dragons anti.
Oh, just to roll like.
Yeah, roll me an intelligence check with proficiency.
With proficiency just means I add my proficiency bonus to the outcome, right?
Yeah.
Okay. +4.
All right. Yeah, you believe it is very airtight.
I tried, guys.
Did you not want Volk to help you out with that?
No. I'm an expert contractor.
We shall certainly see.
I mean, I'm the only one signing this, so all my skin in the game.
The rest of the party is free to do whatever they want.
I think we wrote it in that, like, the party as a whole. So please don't.
Well, obviously, I'm not going to kick in the door and try to rescue Gial.
I know, but if we break this, then I'm damned to hell, and that would suck.
Aren't you already in hell? And did you already break one contract? What's a few more?
I'm assuming that that's not like forever, that last line, Brian, because obviously we wouldn't say we'll never try and kill Adeline, because that would ruin the fun. Okay, then that's fair enough. So if we never leave Stygia, we can never be killed by Adeline.
No, you cannot kill Adeline or Philippe.
All right, can we write out Philippe from the contract? I just want to keep that on the table.
I don't think that we wrote him into the contract for our demands.
Basically, you will not have a second chance to rescue Gial. Unless the contract is broken somehow.
I mean, can we write it into that we can just try not to rescue him while we're in Stygia? Is that possible?
Or that Texas Red won't try to rescue him?
Texas Red, you would know that if both contracts are destroyed, the contract is void.
Mhm.
But based off of the terms, GL needs to basically be sworn over to Adeline as long as the contract is in existence.
Sounds good. Now, isn't everybody happy with how this turned out?
No. But we must all make sacrifices in war.
I mean, me and Melissa, I'll be honest, I was kind of hoping that Volk would be able to mount a rescue attempt after we leave, but, you know.
Well, it's not entirely off the table. We have avenues.
Mm-hmm. Because me and Melissa, I still really liked y'all. Like,
Well, Damien has consigned him to death.
oh yeah. Damien is hurt and betrayed by GL.
He didn't even do anything.
He's a fucking
All he did was
Oni.
be an Oni. Is this such a crime to exist?
Apparently.
Damien, character trait, super racist.
Hey guys, just so you
look,
know,
I
Damien.
literally have that
Alright.
in his
Alright, so
stuff is that I hate Yeti, Orcs, Amnesu, and Oni.
alright,
I mean, you
so
could
looking at the
farm.
time, are both parties signing this?
I'm good with it.
Alright. Is anybody during the creation of this contract doing anything?
No.
no.
Alright.
Damien's juggling some of his mechanics tools.
Then with a evil hiss, the contract is signed by both parties and is become into effect. On penalty of horrible punishments if the contract is broken by either side.
What's Adeline's punishment by chance? We get her soul?
That'd be
Mhm.
cool.
You know what?
I mean, isn't that how
Unpunished.
that works?
On punishment of being hunted down by the inevitable of promise making.
Wait, man, that's like really bad, right? Can we
Oh,
roll an
yeah.
Arcana check to see what that is?
You can do a religion check too.
Oh, excellent. Can I roll Arcana instead? Smarter at
Absolutely.
that. 10. Sounds
Uh,
like really bad.
there's magical things that exist in Mechanus that enforce contracts of certain types.
What was this thing called again? Promise making?
That's because I don't remember the exact challenge, or not the challenge, the exact name of it, and I'm looking it
I'll
up
look at a
right
picture
now.
of it.
You cannot look at a picture of it because what's the point? A Marut.
Marut. Whoops.
Unfortunately, it's questionable whether it will actually come into effect because we did not sign this in the correct location. But who knows? Who wants to go and try figuring it out anyway?
Who wants to fight a Marut?
By the way, in case you're wondering what the CR rating is, 25. And if that actually gets brought in.
Oofta. I don't even think the anti-party and the party together can take that.
Probably not. Philippe would be fine.
Well, Philippe would be fine as long as Philippe didn't break the contract.
Philippe will break the contract.
Should we just call it here then, and then start off?
Yeah, I feel like the signing of the contract is a perfect end for the session.
All right.